Good afternoon and welcome to Matinee Hockey, coming your way from the Andover Community Center on QCTV. Joe Rulin with you as we are ready to see a semifinal section playoff game here, Section 7AA. As these two teams get at it, it's the Andover Huskies with a mark of 15-4-1 taking on the Duluth Northern Stars, 17-7-2. They had an impressive 7-0 win over Duluth on Thursday night. Some key players to watch here for the Huskies. Speaking of a strong night in goal and a 9-0 win for Andover, that was led by their goalie, and that in Claire Hills. Hills, a senior, comes in with a mark of 12-10-1, and after her shutout on Thursday night, and an impressive one it was, she now has 3 shutouts on the season. Just a strong goalie, great technical approach to the game, and just great quick reactions and a great leader on the team. You'll see that from Hills here later in the broadcast. Meanwhile, a player to focus on that we really see as kind of the star for the squad for the Duluth Northern Stars is number 20, and that's Sasha Cole. Cole comes in with 23 goals, 13 assists. She has 32 goals in her career, and she is just a sophomore, but she can light it up from all over the ice. That's number 20, Sasha Cole, and that is for the Duluth Northern Stars, and we are just moments away. In fact, we'll return for the puck drop in the Section 7AA semifinal matchup. It's Duluth taking on the Andover Huskies. We'll be back with that puck drop in just a moment. Coming to you from the Andover Community Center, this is the Section 7AA semifinal matchup as the Duluth Northern Stars, fresh off a 7-0 win over Anoka and the number 3 seed in the section, travel south here to the arena to take on the Andover Huskies, the number 2 seed for the first time in almost 10 years in the section, usually the number 1 seed. The Huskies coming off also a stellar performance, a 9-0 shutout win. As you get a look at the starting lineups up above, Larson, Gertis at center, and Andrews up on the wing. Dorstead, Schreifels, and Hills. We spoke about her as a spotlight player here at the beginning between the pads. A goalie in this lineup here for Duluth that generates a lot of goals on the season. They have 116 goals, and they've only surrendered 54 off the faceoff. We'll see here if the Huskies can get a start like they had on Thursday night en route at a 9-0 win over Elk River. Penalty coming right out of the gate here, no pun intended, as the gate opens into sin bin. Wow, right out of here, and we're going to get a chance to see as number 16 is whistled, and that's Darby Friday. So immediately here, it's not a 9-0 score here. It is a 0-0 score up on that score bug. Duluth coming in here. The Duluth North Stars are going to be shorthanded and on the PK, unable to get anything going immediately. And they'll take it back. It comes on the PK. A 15% proficiency on the PK. Here's Duluth. Now here comes Piper Andrews. Looks around, circles behind, keeps it alive. That's it up. Hemp, a look there. Peyton had a look, moved it back out, and that's Haley. Haley had the first goal of the game, and that was actually the game winner on Thursday night. Scored just a couple of minutes into that first period. And we'll get the whistle on the offside here as we get started up. So the Huskies on the power play this season. I'll tell you, they've had a lot of success on the penalty kill as well, most of that coming off the skates. And the skill there as well from Schreifels. Schreifels on Thursday night. Had a shorty and a power play goal. They get reset here as they needed to correct a couple of items. 1:12 still left on the extra skater advantage here. Winning that faceoff and trying to split the defense, unable to do so. Fensky picks it up and takes it to the half wall. Gertis across the way. Looking at a shot missed just wide of the mark there on a Whistler. Just off the mark. Back again. The Huskies are forced out of their own end after that missed shot. Good job on the PK thus far as well. Just one and done, one shot. And cleared right after that. As Fensky now will bring it up. Lena, the sophomore, being challenged right at that blue line. The Huskies forced back behind their own net. Underway in this first period, and still pass there disrupted. Teagan had the pass redirected by right now this Duluth squad. Carrying now, gaining the line, setting it up top of the faceoff circle. Wants to drop it, will do it. Wagner takes this shot, and a save is made. It rebounds to the near corner. Just 10 seconds left on the extra skater. Schreifel's just lethal from anywhere. Puts a hard wrister on, and the save is secured there, and they will get a chance to speak on the goalie here, Antela. Antela comes in with a record of 15-7-2 and a goals against of .213. The junior has a save percentage of .893. Impressive numbers. Key catalyst here. We'll get you updated on their scores as well. Shot here down below, easily gloved as Piper Andrews tried to redirect that puck that was going towards the net. Still 2 seconds left on the power play here for the Huskies. 15-10-1 out of the penalty box and back at full strength, and they're going to call too many. They're going to call too many on the ice. I think as the person came out of the penalty box, they go right back in again. She came out of the box, but then they didn't wait long enough, and as a result, they're whistled for too many players on the ice, and so back-to-back power plays are going to be coming the way here for Andover, and let's see if they can take advantage of that. Head coach is Allie Randall in her 4th season, and serving that bench minor is going to be Bailey Tice. Bailey Tice. Set up in move now. Moving it down low. Gertis has it. So back-to-back power play opportunities. Missed pass here. Just sent it back right up the seam on the pass. Schreifels could not reach. Schreifels operates now behind her goal. A pass here cannot connect, and it's going to be icing. So Huskies a little bit off, just hitting on all cylinders like they were in the opening minutes in the win versus Elk River, and that 9-0 win. So the face-off will come just to the right of Hills. Claire Hills. Moving it up and now controlling the face-off. Gertis together to Iceland Larson, but Iceland Larson kind of, the puck was kind of moved ahead right towards the direction of the defenders, and she kind of just guided it online and towards the goal. So we'll reset as really Huskies just trying to get that cadence and that timing. Still plenty of time left on their second power play here, 1:20 remaining, winning the faceoff. Now here's a chance, a shorthanded move coming in right now. McCall whistles one. McCall, so dangerous. 18 goals, 18 assists on the season. Tangle up there, and the Huskies again. McCall comes again. The Huskies just having some problems tracking it here. A backhand off the crossbar. 2 consecutive. They call it a goal. It looked like it hit the crossbar, and they're giving them a shorthanded goal. This is such an unusual start as a game as a whole. Some of the wrongdoings. That looked like it hit. We get a replay at some point. This is audio only right now, but it looked like this hit the post. the crossbar. And it still looks like it hit the crossbar. As that was not a goal. Now they wave it off. My goodness, what an auspicious start here this afternoon. The clock just got by noon, and I think everyone is still trying to wake up. So, no goal, and I'm sure the Duluth bench will not be happy with that, seeing they were just whistled for back-to-back penalties. And a player who came out of the penalty box and onto the ice in that rotation, nonetheless. The Huskies just really struggling to get a little mojo flow going. And so they'll take the faceoff. A nice play there by May McCall. 2 back-to-back shorthanded attempts. They were about 20 seconds apart. As you can take another look here coming through, and that certainly was off the crossbar. And they got it right. Now off the faceoff they win, and hard shot there by Sasha Cole. We had her as a spotlight player here before the game. Skating in, got some juice. Iceland tosses it deep into the corner. Gertis tries to control. Now holding the zone is Schreifels. Schreifels at half wall gets it back to Larson. Iceland has the puck lifted and the stick lifted. This one rebounds back. Gertis looks out in front. Sends it off the board and getting there just in time to try to hold it, but then she put it. Did Payton right onto the stick of Duluth, and Duluth easily clears. 10 seconds left on the power play. That's the longest I think the Huskies have had to set up for their power play, but not much avail. In fact, Duluth has really had more threatening opportunities on the PK. I mentioned kind of an auspicious start here to this semifinal matchup. Thanks for joining us on QCTV. Joe Rulin with you. And 2 back-to-back successful penalty kills and a wave off on what was called a goal initially. And that was rectified here. Now moving in, even strength. Big shot. I like that shot by Fensky. Whistled the low, went far post. Just getting a pad on it was Antila. The junior was aware and stretched that skate. May have caught in the toe of the skate in order to make that save on a nice shot. Moving it back, they wave off the ice. Just at 12 minutes to go, first period. Thanks for joining us on a matinee. Audio only. Video to follow shortly after this broadcast. In front, trying to wave it across and unable to connect defensively. They get their first. That's a team that can score some goals. They have 116 on the season, including a 7-0 win over Anoka on Thursday night. Coming back in, battling out along the board at the half wall. And finally, trying to poke it free and still coming out. And good look here. As you can see, McCall working at that first line out there, and they are active. Pass across the rink. Kind of an unforced error there that forces them to reset for Duluth. The Northern Stars. They dump it and try to hold the zone, but only one at the point here. Well, the Huskies. So, back in front, another good look. Redirected, poke checked away. They closed the gap, but excellent job. Here's a glove save and a beauty by Hills. Claire Hills, we mentioned about her, and she has had nothing but a terrific career here at Andover this season. A mark of 11, 10, and 1. She has a total of 2 shutouts on the season and a goals against of 2-11. Save percentage of 9-15 for Hills. I'll get more about her career portfolio. Jamming it in. I'll tell you, Northern Stars are relentless and applying some big-time pressure, but here comes Piper Andrews. She cycles up, puts a hard shot on, goes up the ladder and makes the save. as that climbed up right around that collarbone shoulder area for Antela. She makes the save. Wow. It's like coast to coast coming away. The Northern Stars come out ready to play. These two teams met earlier this year, and it was a 6-2 win here at the Andover Ice Arena. Off the boards, a strange carry. We should expect anything here this afternoon. Trying to unleash a shot that's closed up before she could get it just far off that stick. Now here comes Schreifels. It moves it rolls off of her stick. She tries to gain the puck back into the corner, tried to dig it out. Over skating, Gertis that time, and that allows Duluth to send it back length of the ice and right on goal there for Hills. Long pass tipped up, but behind center ice, so we'll get the whistle for an icing. And they'll take the face-off back into the Duluth offensive end. 33-9 is what the Huskies did. There's a look at head coach Melissa Volk. Her first season back in 2013. She has already surpassed 250 career wins. In addition to that, 10 straight section wins as well, Section 7AA. And she's been a pillar here for the program. Working it in, shot here on, and Hills just wants to settle things, and I think that's a great decision. Just gloves it, gets everyone back on that same page as you look at the shot coming from that far point. Just inside the blue line. They're staring. They, again, McCall slaps it there near. Some major scoreability and swatting away Hills. A couple of good shots on goal by Duluth. Far side, stepping in. Larson looks a little shaken as she absorbed a kind of a hit right on the glass and then just in a tough, difficult spot. Back behind now, 9:20 to go. Sent up, this one sent right back in again. Shots on goal, 5 apiece. I would say that the Duluth shots on goal, much more quality than what Andover has had thus far. But right now, at the start of this game, I'd say Andover's probably okay with a 0-0 start until they can get their skates under them. A high noon start time for this puck drop. Moving it bound and down deep. Behind the ice and another ice early on here. I mentioned the Duluth North Stars have scored 116 goals on the season and surrendered just 54. They did take a 6-2 loss to Andover in early January. In that first period, the Stars have outscored their opponents 39-17. You see why. If not, for some nice saves by Hills early on. Trying to strip. There it is. A good chance now for the Huskies. Moving it across the rink inside. Dialing it down a high wrister. Got the deflection. Made that initial save to Antela. Moving it to the corner. The Stars try to move it out there. Sent right back behind the goal. The Huskies trying to work some pressure. They put it right to the stick of Schreifel. She tosses it to an open corner of the ice. Good play. Piper Andrews has it. She wants to get it to Schreifels, who has that unbelievable wrist shot. She takes it here, walks the ladder, misses over the top. Rebound, hits the bar, swishing, skirming, and trying to get on top of that puck. It was left just up above the crease, about a foot out of the crease. And now they say they're going to have to reset the goal with 8:16 to play. This has just been just an unorthodox start, shall we say. Start, stops. There's a follow-up on crashing the net that hit the post. And then Piper Andrews went right on top of Antela, and then that knocked the goal loose. Face-off. A win there for Andover. There's Clough. She has it taken off of her stick. Moving up again. Another good opportunity. McCall skates it to the corner. Worked it off. Now trying to really get themselves set here. Holding the zone. Nope, she did not hold the zone. Glove save. Again, that puck got outside of that blue line, and they continued to play. But moving it down here as Duluth scrambling, trying to get some flow going. Really are both of these teams. When Andover has had it in here, they just had trouble holding the zone there. Clough had a weird carom off the board. Now, centering across the logo, skating on and in. Here comes Gertis, the leading scorer for the Huskies. Gertis tries to lift this one. It gets tipped and into the netting with 7:22 to play in this opening period. Still no score, and Andover leads in one category right now. Shots on goal, 8-5. Gertis skated around the defense. Nice acceleration. And got that shot. And the tip out in front. Face-off won here by Duluth. Trying to work it out. Finally they do. Circling with it up. And up top, that top line, Darby Friday. Friday gets around into the corner. Now coming over to help out Tegan Olsen. Now still with the puck. Still with it is Friday. Puck eludes the blue line, and that's going to force Duluth to come out and reset. A little exchange of the puck near center ice and dropped in the back. That's a good look here. That was Lynn. Lynn with a goal the other night. Huskies had a variety of different goal scorers. Schreifels had 2 goals. The only player with the 2 goals, otherwise single goals. There's a shot to the midsection. Wagner makes that, and a save is secured by Antela. Huskies this season put up 80 goals and surrendered 51. You can see this opportunity as it evolved. Shot from the top of the face-off circle and seeing it all the way. Not much traffic in front. And Antela secured it without a rebound. 6.5 to play in this first period. The winner advances to the section finals. Off the face-off, Henske, a good shot. A lot of traffic screen there, but it goes to the corner. Clough pinches in through the slot now and picked up in some numbers. 3-on-2 for Duluth. Working it down, and that's Sandifer. Sandifer had it. Watch out for the center in Sasha Cole. She's explosive and kind of a natural goal scorer. Carrying in back the other way. Gertis will chase it to the corner. Battles for the puck. Piper Andrews comes over to help out. It leaks to the corner one more time as we're under 6 to play in this opening period. This is audio only. Thanks for joining us. The video will follow shortly after the conclusion of the game. And thanks for being with us on the broadcast. So, Andrews being shadowed. Clough, a one-hand save to hold the zone. And then it's plopped up and pitchforked over the neutral zone and down deep, which is going to bring on an ice. So the whistle comes out and we'll get set. The Huskies in the first period of play this year have outscored their opponents 15-7. 15-7. As I mentioned, their first goal came just 2 minutes in on Thursday night as Peyton Haley scored the first goal, which resulted in being the game-winning goal. The second goal in that period was by Tegan Olsen. And as a result, they took a 2-0 lead into that first intermission. Exchange here, 5:19. They're going to take the face-off just to the left of Antela into the Duluth end of the ice. 17-7-2 for the Stars. Scrambling for it, Schreifels sends it right back down to the corner. Leaving it there for Larson. Shelby Larson trying to scramble and get that puck free. Schreifels will pinch in to send it a little deeper around the face-off circle, and now it's back out to neutral zone. Schreifels has it on her stick and then moves it up. McCall then fires it back. McCall, the captain, she'll be heading to Hamline University next year. Sends it right back in and got across and out blue line and fired right back in again. This Duluth team has come to play early here. Threatened many, many times, including a couple of shorties. and attempts anyway. That Hills turned away, and a crossbar turned away another. Pinching in, getting there, good play defensively. Still holding the zone is Duluth as they chip it back down a little to the top of the face-off circle. Back again, up top with the puck. Neela Johnson scored one of the 2 goals in the 6-2 loss to Andover earlier this season. Back behind Tegan. Olsen trying to settle the puck, a backhand and a save to the midsection. And Hills continues to be tested early. Lining up. A couple of good shots and opportunities, and Hills squared up on all of those. Technique-wise, she is so solid. There's Gertis. Not Gertis, but rather that is Lynn trying to move ahead. She's taken down. 3.5 to play. These teams still feel like they're trying to get into a flow. Working it up is Sandifer. She's a left wing on that second line, but turning it over. And a chance. Moving in. Beautiful glove save. Trying to rebound. Scores! The Huskies go up. And Tegan Olsen, I believe, will get credit for that goal on the rebound. Her second goal in as many games, and a good scramble, but it all started really on that quick wrister by Lena Fensky, who will get an assist. Even strength goal at 3:23. Fensky moves in. And there you get a look at that rebound. Had that stick on the ice, just ready for that huge. I really like that mindset. I saw with Lena Fensky in her play on Thursday night. It was just strong, and she's showing it here again. Piper Andrews with a hard shot. Follow up, scores! Didn't take long. Andrews with the initial shot. And scurrying in to bury the backhand is Iceland Larson. And Larson, in just a matter of seconds, have raced the Huskies up top 2-0 here in the first with 3:13 to go. And here you get a look at Piper Andrews with a shot top of the face-off circle. Just startled perhaps Antela a bit. Went off the top of the glove, but racing, crashing at net. Iceland Larson, that is goal number 10 for her on the season. The assist goes to Piper Andrews. She has been playing extremely well since returning to the forward position versus the blue liner, carrying it in here offside. So now Nora Good, an alternate captain, carries it in off. They're get- Clough will get an assist, as does Gertis, on the goal by Iceland. It was initially Piper Andrews who took the shot on that first goal, scored by Tegan Olsen. So I didn't get a chance. I've got to think she got an assist on that as well. Or Fina. Back again, or Fensky rather. Get you set back to the play. Clough did get an assist as well on that second goal. A breakout ahead. Huskies up 2-0. They try to work it out, but good pressure up top, and here is Cole. Cole behind the net. She's crafty, and as I mentioned, she can put the puck in the net. 32 career goals for her on the Duluth squad. A whistle here, or excuse me, a shot of whistling. Shot from that far point. Back into the corner, McCall. McCall has been so active here. Shot from the dot, or a pass back down below, trying to find the puck, was Cole. They have them on two different lines, but those two are so strong together on the line when they connect offensively. They'll wave off the ice here with 1:40 to go in this opening period. 2-0 lead for the number 2 seed in Section 7AA Andover. A wrister, rising wrister. Clough takes that shot. And they whistle it down, even though the puck was not cleaned. Not a very clean glove attempt there for Antela. Thought they might reset that net. 1:31 to play. 91 seconds left here in period number 1. And the Huskies kind of trying to get the feel and the flow to this game. Finally erupted for 2 goals. just seconds apart. Backhands moved up by Nora Good. Now it's picked up near side and trying to skate down into the corner. Picked up, and they will get a whistle, and we're going to get a penalty on the Huskies. You move it up, and yeah, they're going to call, maybe interference of some sort. Face off controlled. Broken up just inside the blue line now, racing in. Waved off. Clough looked as though she might get a shorty, but here, left all alone, getting behind the defensive shot. Score, hits the post, no, waved off. Still a loose puck, it's in the blue, it's in the crease. Still trying to flop it by, and no, goal. Oh my, how was that denied? And that's another close look we'll have to take here, but there is no review, but we are fortunate to have a look here. They have been able to get behind the blue liners for Andover, has Duluth, and this was a great opportunity. It hit the crossbar, then it went off of the shoulder, the back shoulder of Hills. The puck is spinning on the edge, just at the lip of the crease. She gets back up, tries to move it, does Hills. She gets back in front to obstruct another shot, and then it's whistled dead. It was the right call. It did hit that far post. It came back out, and it was spinning on the edge on the top of the crease. Just a wild first period, as Duluth has knocked on the door, or some might say knocked on the post twice here in this first period. And a look again. Initial shot there. It comes off the post, goes off the back shoulder. The puck squeezed out. Now it's on its edge, spinning around at the top of the crease. Huskies come back out to try to clear. That was Iceland Larson, and then they take a couple more shots, and Hills is in front of that. Some frustration, I think, coming about here as they drop the puck, and after that face-off, the penalty's been whistled on the top scorer for the Northern Stars, and Sasha Cole. She gets 2 minutes. So just 28 seconds into their power play. And then after a nice breakaway, a penalty whistled on Duluth and Cole. And right now they'll skate four-side for the next 35 seconds. That's what's left here in this period. Obviously the carryover will go to the next period. Another penalty is coming up. That one's going to go against Alexa Dorstead. Cole's penalty was roughing, and with 31 seconds, just an unusual flow to the game. And I'll tell you, Duluth has had a couple of close calls. One off the crossbar, we could see that on replay, and the other one off the far post, and then came back and hit the shoulder of Hills. Winning the faceoff for the Huskies. They just squeak it out beyond the blue line. And now with the carry, coming in with it there is Good. Good tries to take it deep. So it's a 4-on-3 right now for Duluth. McCall with the shot. Rebound. Storming the net. Coming back in with a good-looking shot, and charging on the net that time was Good. Could not convert. This one sent back length of the ice, wave off the ice, and this is going to take us to an end of a crazy, wacky first period here from the Andover Community Center. A 2-0 lead for the Huskies, and the goal, Tegan Olsen, followed by Iceland Larson, and 2 posts that were hit by this Duluth team. They've got to be a little disappointed here after this first period, but they've knocked down the post twice, and meanwhile the Huskies have scored twice, and we have penalties that we'll return with here in this second period. 2-0 lead, Andover up here after one complete period in this Class 2A Section 7 semifinal. Andover versus Duluth. We'll return with period number 2 in a moment.
Looking for a relaxing hobby? Making Memories Ceramics in the city of Ramsey has you covered.
It's just a really good place to come with your children, your grandchildren, your parents, making memories. It's a great date night or date day.
Making Memories Ceramics offers the full ceramic experience.
We're a paint your own ceramic studio. You just come in, we take walk-ins. You can also make reservations online. And it's $10 a person to come in, and you pick out a ceramic, all different price ranges, so we can really fit any budget. And we are here to help you through the entire process, from picking out colors to making designs, putting art on there. And then of course we hold classes here and there where you can follow along if you prefer something like that. If a blank canvas is intimidating to you, we can help you with that as well. So just here to kind of help you out through the process.
This tree here lights up, and then the windows here light up, so you're getting different lights from all over the truck, which is pretty cool.
You walk in and she literally gives you step by step on what to do. If you have any questions, always available to ask or give you any kind of tips that she has. She's very knowledgeable on all of that. It's just a fun, relaxing environment. She makes it fun and relaxing, and yeah, it's nice.
From entry-level beginners to experienced ceramic veterans, Making Memories has something for everyone.
People really need an outlet. They need a creative outlet. This makes a great place for families and children. It's all ages. It's not just for adults. It's for the youngest of child. Come in and put your child's handprint on a plate as a keepsake, or on an ornament to give for gifts. Things like that. It's so versatile, and you can really use it for any season, any day. It's great memories. Come out for a date night and make a mug for each other or something. It's just, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a very relaxing environment.
For more information on Making Memories Ceramics, be sure to visit their website at makingmemoriesceramics.com.
Why don't you grab a social district cup? We can walk down to the river, because I've got some books for the little free library.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea.
Right.
This is a great idea, but these social district cups are such a waste of plastic.
Oh, we don't just toss them. We can recycle them. There's special recycling bins throughout the social district. Come on down, I'll show you.
Drink it right up, recycle that cup.
So, you said we could recycle these social district cups. Where's the bin?
There's one right over here. There's bins like this throughout the social district. I'll show you.
Great!
Drink it right up, recycle that cup, recycle that cup, recycle that cup, recycle that cup.
Hey Andover, if you love taking photos, I have some great news. The City of Andover has just launched their first ever community photo contest, and they want to see Andover through your eyes. If you live, work, or go to school in Andover, you could submit your pictures that are taken within the Andover borders. Here are the categories: nature and landscape, people and parks, architecture and city life. Winning photos will be featured on the city website, social media, and in the Andover Today newsletter. Plus, winners will be recognized at a city council meeting. The deadline to enter is February 28th. So grab your camera or phone and start snapping. To submit your photos and learn more about the contest, visit the City of Andover's website. See a cardinal. Really nice out here. Go explore, take pictures, showcase Andover. School is back in session, and that means skating school is too. The Andover Community Center's Learn to Skate program is a perfect way for kids to build confidence, learn new skills, and have fun on the ice. Whether your child is just starting out or ready to take their skills to the next level, there's a class for everyone.
Yep, so we have a lot of Andover high school hockey players that come and help. A lot of coaches are the hockey players. We have had Ox players before, figure skaters as helpers.
We met up with Ashley, the program director who has been leading the Learn to Skate program for over 10 years, along with talented coaches like Jordan, who helps skaters of all ages gain confidence on the ice.
I'm Jordan Giacomini, and I grew up in Andover, Minnesota, and I'm just out here through the summer helping out with the kids and teaching them how to skate and do fun things with them.
The Andover Skate School provides students with a solid foundation in ice skating. Each level introduces new skills that build on what skaters have already mastered, helping them grow step by step.
We like to get kids out on the ice as early as possible. It's the state of Minnesota, and everybody needs to learn how to skate.
This program is about teaching the young kids how to skate and eventually go to become a hockey player or figure skater, whatever they want to be.
For the younger skaters, ages 3 to 5, the Introduction to Ice class uses fun activities and games to teach the basics. Once they're ready, skaters can move on to the PALS or Basic program. The PALS program is a parent and child class, giving families a chance to learn together, while the Basic program offers group lessons for ages 3 to 15.
Yep, so we have 86 little kiddos signed up for our fall program. We have Intro to Ice, which is little kids that have never skated before. Then we have a PALS program, which is parent-child. And then we have Basic 1, 2, and 3. And our classes fill up super fast.
Registration for fall programs are now open at the Andover Community Center website. Don't miss out on your chance to sign up. And if you're passionate about skating, there's other opportunities. The Andover Skate School is currently hiring coaches. So if you enjoy working with children and have at least 5 years of skating experience, reach out to Cindy Ramsier to learn more.
Score! There you go.
For registration details and job opportunities, visit andovermn.gov.
Hi there. My name is Greg Stumpf. I'm the president of the Andover Lions in Andover, Minnesota. Did you know the Andover Lions have been helping out in the community for more than 50 years? We're a non-profit organization that's been around since 1974, always looking for ways to make Andover a better place. We love working together with others. We're always looking for new members to join us. If you're 18 or older and have some time and fresh ideas, we'd love for you to volunteer with us. It's all about making a difference together. Our biggest fundraiser is the Andover Fun Fest, where we serve beer and bring the community together for a great time. Every dollar we raise goes right back to the community here in Andover. Come join the Andover Lions and help keep our community shining bright.
period number 2. Moments away here from the Andover Community Center. This is the section semifinal, section 7 semifinal, AA matchup. Duluth comes to town here to take on the Huskies. It's been a thriller. It's been on the edge type of activity, shall we say, here in that first period, and coming in on a shorty attempt, a backhander hits the crossbar. Turned away, McCall. Denied by that crossbar. Of course, breaking it in here for that first goal. Good look, good shot, and tallying it on that first goal, and the Huskies take a 1-0 lead. Just 6 seconds later, another quick shot by Andrews, cleaning it up. Iceland Larson picks it up and buries it back at the net. That gives the Huskies a 2-0 lead. Coming back the other way, another post. Hits the far post, bounces off the shoulder of Heald, and then spinning on the top. They didn't allow that goal here. They called a hand pass before that happened, but just a crazy, crazy first period. And even as we return, we have a series of penalties that will be skated off, or still in play rather, as we begin that second period. Unbelievable. First goal scored again was by Olsen, and we'll get you set on those. Meanwhile, here's a look at the brackets for 7AA. Girls hockey, it's Forest Lake picked up a 7-0 win on Thursday. Then we got Greenway picked up a 3-2 win over Blaine, followed by a 7-0 win here by the Northern Stars. That was over Anoka on Thursday. And, of course, a 9-0 win for Andover versus Elk River. So the matchup here going on, they'll take on the winner of Forest Lake and Grand Rapids Greenway. The winner of this game battle, and that will take place, I believe, Thursday night is when that will take place, 7 p.m. unofficially. But, yeah, it's a battle. Number 2 Andover with a 2-0 lead over the number 3 seed Duluth Northern Stars. Of course, the number 1 seed Forest Lake taking on Grand Rapids Greenway as the teams come back onto the ice, as they put that first period behind. But one thing you can't put behind is the penalty situation. Right now, the Huskies will have 2 players start in the penalty box. They have Clough with 45 seconds left on her penalty, and then Dorstead with 90 seconds left on hers. Meanwhile, still in the box just for another minute 14. Teamed up there is the top scorer, Sasha Cole, for the Northern Stars. If you're an Andover team, you like to see Cole in the box, although McCall has been so active and had a couple of good short-handed opportunities. As you get the whistle there, and we are set. Moving left to right, as you can see Antela in goal. There's a look at the head coach in her 4th season, and that's Allie Randall doing a great job. This has been, I believe, the 4th season that they've co-opted Duluth East and Dunham at the high schools there in Duluth. And she has led that. She does a great job, has the team ready. They certainly came out ready to pounce. No goals, but a couple of posts in that opening period. But they will come here in the second period and start it here with a 4-on-3 to open it up. They win. The faceoff goes between the defense there, and getting there first will be Duluth. Poke checked away. Checked away here that time by Schreifels. Moving it up, holding the zone good. Has a lot of space in front of her. Lines this one up. Nice save, but a big rebound kicked out. Follow-up shot right to the midsection, and a save made by Hills. Wow, what's action here to start this second period. A blistering shot. And you can see Nora Good had some room to operate because they play kind of that triangle formation defensively when you're on a 4-on-3 on the penalty kill. Taking the draw here, McCall, so dangerous. 23 seconds left. Gertis able to get control of the puck and send it length of the ice. Clough will come back, or at least another player for Andover here in about 12 seconds. Skating in, gaining the line, Good. Gains the line, sets it up, near wall, now cutting down the middle, trying to center. Now she'll have to force it behind the net and get it to a teammate there. Back is Clough. She heads to the bench, and the extra player out there right now. Low shot, looking to get the tip, kind of that big body in front of the net. And Jessie Paulson, a captain on this team, trying to redirect that puck. She's got 3 goals, 12 assists. The shot here by Good. And you got to have that screen. She's on the doorstep. Fensky kind of comes over and nudges her to lead up. Let her know she's there. Skating at this point a 4-on-4 for the next 20 seconds. And then it'll be about a 15-second power play in play for Duluth. I'll dig it out, hold it. Good, has a good look here. Shot low, kick to the corner. Nice redirect to the corner off the stick of Hills. Moving in, tipped into the netting. So that will give Duluth an opportunity to win the faceoff in the Andover end and set up a quick power play attempt. 14 seconds left on a brief skater advantage for this Duluth squad. It'll be a 5-on-4. The extra escape. McCall escapes off the board. Now looking to center. Teammates there. Back in front. They're looking for Cole to cut down the middle. The pass here is redirected. Goes off. Back at full strength are the Huskies. 15-20 to go in this second period. Just underway. Moving in. Gertis puts a shot on. Picked it up. He was going 1v1 versus Cole. Both of them juniors. Gertis again, good skate, but then has it pickpocketed by Cole. Back the other way, far side, moving in. Cutting across, little toe drag. Poke checked away nicely by Schreifels. Puck spins at the blue line, then they get by Schreifels on the side. Now cutting back on, redirecting on that side is Friday. Friday is swatted, the puck deflects. Iceland Larson sends it deep. And there goes puck hunting is Piper Andrews. She gets position, gets in between the boards. What an excellent play. Now sets it. Shot by Clough up top, gets the rebound, glove save on the doorstep and moving it out. And clearing. A chance here for a breakaway. The puck is on its edge. Oh my. Again, it looked like an exhibition of speed skating. Had that puck not been on the edge, it could have been a nice breakaway opportunity for Duluth as Bailey Zeiss was trying to catch up, but that puck on the edge just kept rolling so fast, and Drew, fortunate for this Duluth team. Unfortunately anyway, an ice. Face off back in, controlled, now behind. Looking around, trying to center and find an opening there. Nothing home, and Duluth skates back, dumps it deep. They move in. Attempt to try to move it in. Hard check. Another penalty is coming up here on Duluth. Boy, that was a tough one. Bringing it down. The penalty's going to go on number 16, Darby Friday. She's on that first line and centers that first line, and tough call there. So the Huskies on the power play. Face off, Gertis wins. They are able, she nudges it back to the far point to Schreifels. Back to Gertis. Schreifels with a shot. Couldn't tell if that made it through or not, but it was deflected into the corner. Singling back, Iceland Larson swinging it. Skates over the dot. Wants to drop it for Schreifels, but kind of missed that window. She had to regather. Keeping it around right now, the perimeter. Now moving in. Here's a look. Piper Andrews shot off the shoulder. Save is made. Antela stood tall and strong as Andrews came in and put a hard wrister right off the shoulder. 1:15 left on the player advantage here for Andover. And the freshman, Iceland Larson, will carry in. She goes coast to coast, goes through the slot. Well, she's going to try to hand it off to Gertis, but then get in there first with the loose puck. is Duluth, and they send it length of the ice. Cole got there to send it length of the ice for Duluth. Just under 13 to play, second period, 50 seconds left on the power play for Andover. A long pass up to Gertis. Gertis gets the touch. No, they say she does not, and that is going to draw a whistle. Icing the call. They'll bring it all the way back into Clare Hills neighborhood. 46 seconds left on the power play for Andover. Wow, an exciting battle here. Face-off controlled there. A little hook after that by Sandifer on the face-off. And moving it back up, Sandifer goes across, tries to disrupt that pass. It's disrupted from behind, but then moving it through. Tegan Olsen making a charge for the puck, and it's whistle dead before she could get to the goalie, and she goes hard to the corner. But the face-off this time, they've changed locations on the ice. Just bursting her way through. Tegan Olsen, he picked up the first goal of the game. Winning the face-off. That is Duluth. They win it and snap it length of the ice. 20 seconds left on the skater advantage here for Andover. It's pickpocketed. Off the stick of Clough. They try to settle and set it in front. Disrupted and redirected back to the corner. Clough has it. Tries to get by. Poke checked away. And this is going to be cleared just over the blue line. Successful penalty kill once again for Duluth. Skating in Wagner. She gets a little too far away from her body, and Duluth tangles it up along the half wall. It directs back behind, and now in charge is Nora Good. A nice long saucer pass up ahead, hit right in stride. Near the end of a shift that time was Sandifer. She sent it to the corner. She was on that penalty kill and had to be beat. She sent it to the corner and then changed. Charging in defensively, coming in is Lucy Bell. Huskies being challenged in their own zone. Some good pressure here by Duluth. Huskies get it to the blue line, just out of the blue line there. Sent right back in again by Duluth. Jumping this, good sticks, good hands, shot right on goal, and a save is made. An individual effort there, manufactured there by Ainsley Mathias. She darted and burst and saved that puck from leaking out beyond the blue line. Got it just inside and then set up her teammate for a nice looking shot by Bailey Theis. And Theis there with that shot, handled by Hills. Shot from the near point, waffled, patted to the corner. 18-17 shots on goal, just a one shot lead in that category for Andover. In front, giving it back and forth. Great job trying to tip it and then trying to walk in and put a backhand with Cole. Saved by Hills. She has been outstanding. Oh. Hills coming in has a postseason record in her career of 10-3. You can see the walk in here. So dangerous. Sasha Cole, 32 career goals. She has 23 goals, 13 assists this season for the sophomore. Shot misses everything, but holding the zone is Duluth. Duluth playing some great hockey here, possessing the puck. Looks behind, creatively try to move it. And McCall has it. McCall near the dot, sends it across the way. Top of the face-off circle. A shot here put on and a save made. Pad to the corner off the pads that time, and Piper Andrews will try to work her way out. Andrews, the senior, who was playing blue line for the last couple of years, made that change around Christmas, and she has been playing extremely well at that wing spot. She's got an assist already this afternoon, and she had a goal and an assist on Thursday night in a 9-0 win. Flagging it down, Fensky. Lena brings it down, charges, pinches in, leaves it there. Iceland Larson disrupted, and a chance. McCall, another breakaway opportunity. She goes, she hits the post again. Are you kidding me? McCall with a laser snapped one off and hit her second post of the game. Run back on the ice. Look at this. I think maybe the rule could be hit 3 posts in a game equals 1 goal. But that rule not in play here. McCall, so good. And you know what? Look at the patience and the steadiness in goal of Hills of a surgeon. Just stays there. She is technically sound and makes you hit it just right. Back in front, Duluth threatening, continuing the threat. 9.5 to play in the second period. Working it to the corner, trying to move off the puck, and the player that time was Peyton Haley. Into the corner, circling now back behind, trying to chip it back out in front is Duluth. There is Larson, Shelby Larson. Sends a backhand near the top. The shot misses the net, trickles behind the net, but good pressure here by Duluth. This one redirected through, splits the defense, the race to the puck. Shelby Larson just a bit behind that time. Getting to that puck is Nella Johnson. Johnson again. And they move it as we are approaching the midway mark of this game. 2-0 lead remains off the 2 goals in the first period, just 6 seconds apart for Andover. Both of those are even strength goals. This one's chipped right up near the goal, but brought down a few feet in front of the crease. More pressure mounting here as Duluth really kicks it into that next gear when they get a chance to dump it in and control the puck. Here comes Wagner. He carries in. Steered away from that shot. And back behind, looking, finding. There's Tegan Olsen. Olsen trying to find a gap. Holding the zone. Near pike, just inside. Shot in front, coming from behind. Olsen, crafty move there. A backhand by Wagner. That's deflected back to the corner. Good job again on that near point. I love the Dorstead with that save to hold the zone. Good keep. Now, Andover applying a little of their own pressure to try to sustain it. Off the bench and bound now is Audrey Lynn. Audrey Lynn picked up her 7th goal on Thursday night. In front, a little contact there as Tegan Olsen. And of course, Good kind of messing with that stick, taking some jabs at it. Into the corner. Olsen goes down. No penalty. Will continue here. 7 and change left, second period. This one is able to be cleared. We'll get an ice. And there cues the whistle. 7-10. Shots on goal are 19-19 here in the second period, but we have a 2-0 lead for the Huskies on a goal. And a look at right here. Into the corner. Oh, he's so dangerous. When you go to that corner and when you go head first into that corner and that board, that's never a good thing. Fortunately for Olsen, she was able to elude any difficulty there. Now moving it across, shot here, kick, pad, save off. It's Gertis in that first line in there right now, trying to generate another goal. Crossed away, one-timer, the Clough, and that is just whiffed on, unfortunately, for Clough. Now trying to work it out, pinching right in front. Good job by Fensky to get in front of the forward to hold the zone. Piper Andrews reverses in the front, tries to center, trying to hold. Good job. Good keep that time by Clough. She'll drop it for Gertis. Both teams are at even strength. And right now that first line really buzzing. Hitting it at it. Gertis looks behind the net. Now Fensky has to go between her sticks, trying to hold to defend. And now back, it goes on goal. The fans wanted a hook on the Husky player there. But back will come Gertis. Nearing the end of her shift. Puts a wrister that misses the mark. Charging in, Larson. Larson switches spots. Now a little backhand and back out again here for Duluth. Picking it up center ice. Clough controls. Clough drops it to Larson. Then it's lifted past Larson and now reciprocating the pressure. And a move in here for Truitt with a shot. And the save secured once again by Hill. What an exciting pace of play here in the second period. It was close to a penalty here on the Huskies blue liner as she was trying to contain the player. Here's the shot coming by Truitt. Haley Truitt A goal and 2 assists on the season, but glove there by the old so secure Hills. Charging in and at the dot. Diffused and off the stick of the Duluth forward there. Huskies try to work it out. They get it to center, put right on the stick. Here she comes. Olsen's kind of been in that zone. Wipes a backhand through the crease. We're going to get a penalty as Olsen was taken down on the hook. And with 5:10 left in this second period, the Huskies will dial up a power play opportunity. Wow. Huskies in the second period this season have outscored their opponents. It's 31-21. So Good, who's been playing pretty physical out there, she draws the penalty. She has the penalty, and now power play here. Winning the faceoff, McCall. She puts it off the boards there. Now Huskies now control after a little bit of an exchange. Trying to hold the zone. Schreifels barely held it. Fans from Duluth not happy with the call. Back behind. Here comes McCall. Breaking in on a shorty. Back and sad save. Trying to get it back. McCall's, I believe, 4th attempt. And that's her 3rd attempt on a shorthanded attempt here in the first half of the game. Back again. Reciprocating back. Here comes turning, firing. Gertis puts a shot and a save. It is fast and furious, right at the blue line, but not out. Holding his own. Gertis there. Sends it to the corner. 1:15 left in the power play. Getting possession. Now a chance. I'll tell you, she's got to be near the end of her shift here on the PK for the specialty unit, McCall. She fires it to the corner. McCall a number of times has been able to get behind the blue liners for the Huskies. A combination of the post and Hills have been able to turn her away. Here's a wrister by Clough. She snipes one off, unable to hold that rebound and hold the zone. 40 seconds left. 2-goal lead. Many say that can be the most dangerous lead. And here, shot over the top of the net, missing. But a good look there, it did Lynn. Controlling the puck, bringing it back again. 2-on-1 has Lynn there. And now they'll call a penalty on Lynn on that hook. Hook or a high stick. Nonetheless, 3:31 to go. Period number 2. They will skate side for the next 21 seconds. And if the play remains just that, Duluth will go on the power play. Look at this coming in. McCall right there. The Hills are alive. Yes, Hills stands up, comes up big on another breakaway. And here's to the corner. You can see right there, tangling it with, hooked up and finally brought down. And the penalty serve is warranted there on Lynn. Face-off will come just to the right of Hills. 15 seconds left. And then it'll be a power play. A wrister, stick save. Right in that crease, squared up. Great technique once again for Hills. Back behind, almost a pull down there on Andrews. Now at full strength, or now at power play opportunity. They wave off the ice. And back out. Now they'll come. Here comes Duluth with a power play opportunity. Forced to circle. Back behind her own goal. Good defensive pressure there. And good. She tries to get it up ice. Since it puts it on the stick of Paulson. Paulson now will carry in. 1:10 left on the power play. And a chance here for Duluth to cut into the deficit. A lot of action in front. You could see Fensky there trying to disrupt. Shot from the dot just above. The flex off. And another good shot. 50 seconds left on the power play. This has been a thriller. Getting control, sending it length of the ice, and right on there was Iceland Larson. 2 and change left here. Carrying. Truitt has a chance. Shot from the dot to the midsection. Pouncing on the puck is Hills. With 2:06 to play in 36 seconds left on a power play for Duluth. This is tough play here. Good. Now winning the faceoff. Duluth shot from just inside the blue line. Schreifels has that, sends it length to the ice. 1:55 left here in period number 2. 20 seconds remained on the skater advantage for Duluth. Wagner doing a good job of distracting. They bring it up ice on the PK. Trying to hold the zone. They do. Good keep. Blocked as it came right back out and sent right back in behind the net in front into the low slot. Now circling back at a full strength. Out of the Huskies, successful penalty kill. Centered into the mid slot, but carried out after the turnover to Piper Andrews. This is given us a little too much gusto on that pass ahead, and that'll bring on an icing whistle with 1:18 to play in the second period. Whoa. Unleashed has been the athleticism and the play of both of these teams. This has been a battle from the start. The post may have some bruises on it by the time this game ends. I have counted 4 posts that this Duluth team has hit. I think 3 have come from a call. They're going to whistle for an offside. And the faceoff will come just in front of the Northern Stars bench. Again, they come in with a mark of 17-7-2. Trying to avenge a loss here to Andover earlier in the season, a 6-2 loss. Winning that critical faceoff here, skating in, Iceland Larson. Larson drops it now to Gertis. Gertis puts a quick wrister on, and cutting in front is Piper Andrews to try to distract and screen. Antila has been outstanding as well between the pipes. Here you see the strategy. Larson on the drop pass. Gertis comes in, puts the shot on, and streaking in front of Antila. Piper Andrews. Delayed offside, touched up that time by Piper Andrews, so that'll stop the flow of the play, and the puck drop will come just outside of the Duluth blue line. It has been relentless and electric this afternoon in this matinee battle. Section 7AA Semifinal. Who will advance to the finals? We will find out on play. Moving it in, disrupted at the blue line. Race to the corner there as Andrew kind of rubs off Cole, the leading scorer there for Duluth. 25 seconds left in this period. Good shot. Tries to sneak it by. And right on the backside there was Cole. She was not marked up. They did not mark her up at all. And trying to slide a pass through a small percentage of crease, thinking, hey, maybe I sneak it between the post and the pad, or it slides through to Cole, but neither occurred. 22 seconds. And period number 2. Schreifels gets position, seals off the Duluth player, and moves it up along the board. Back to neutral ice. They'll drop it. Some play behind and some frustration, and we're going to have a roughing penalty called here. And going right to the box there is Cole. She took down Piper Andrews. Whoa. Some frustration, and at times maybe a bit borderline chippy play, but it's postseason play, folks, here on QCTV. Audio only. AO and Joe, and then shortly thereafter we'll go and add the video of this fantastic game. Face-off, a win and a blast for the Huskies, wide of the mark. Sent back in, a quick shot, scores! Oh my gosh! They put it, slide it under the garage door and beat the Duluth goalie. Quick spots and what? Some great hands and touch. And Gertis puts The Huskies up 3-0 with no time left. They may want to check. They're going to maybe as much as they could, as that time had just expired as the puck got by. Gertis, an outstanding play, and just tossing that puck in front of the net. So critical at that time. Not trying to be perfect, just toss that puck in front of the net. And what a goal, and what a time. It took just 8 seconds to capitalize on that power play. And Gertis will pick up the tally, and a 3-0 lead now for the Huskies, for Gertis. That will be goal number 16. You can look at the clock. This is the goals. We're watching it here. 3 seconds left. Good picture here, good split screen. Schweifels moves it in front, and then Gertis gets that rebound, corrals it with about 0.4 seconds left. Just slid that in between that 5-hole under the garage door, and with just 0.4 seconds left, they take a 3-0 lead. What work, what vigor, what an atmosphere here this afternoon. It has been electric at the Andover Community Center. It is a 3-0 lead on a power play goal by Gertis, her 16th goal of the season, with less than a half second remaining here in the second period. More electric hockey coming your way here from the Andover Community Center in period number 3. Please join us. We'll return in a moment.
Today we're at Alley and Ave, a quirky retro furniture and home decor store.
As you can see, we do all this home decor stuff, but we also do furniture. We do some tables that come in. We do dressers, anything really that is donated to us. We take in goods, kind of like a thrift store would, that we fix up and redo. Some of them we fix up and redo just as they were originally. Others we transform into something new. Like this over here, this was a full dresser. It had shelves or drawers that went all the way down it, but we took those out, put a shelf in there, and made something a little bit more modern, a little bit more what people are looking for in today's age. This is another example of that over here, where we took half of the drawers out of a dresser and made a bench, put kind of in their front entryway.
We're getting the tour from Steve Chrisnagel, who is the work coordinator at Alley and Ave.
So Alley and Ave is a storefront that sells our products out to the public. We are a student work site within the Anoka-Hennepin School District, where students come to learn job skills, all those soft skills that they need in order to be successful at a job and maintain employment within the community. And they also learn some valuable skills of how to be in different positions within our program, learning those skills as well.
Alley and Ave is located right off 2nd Avenue and is connected to the school district. Alley and Ave is staffed by students through a work program. The students help run and maintain the store, in addition to creating items out of donated goods that are repurposed for the store.
Yeah, as we walk around here, our students also learn that work here in the store, also learn how to take care of plants, and then we sell those out as well. So they're maintaining and learning how to grow indoor and outdoor plants. This time of the year, we're doing many more outdoor things. One of our most popular are actually our chairs that we turn into planters. So this is just an example of one of the different things that we do with some old chairs that, might be a little too broken up to actually sit in anymore, but they work great when you take, the seats off and make them into planters. People throw them in the garden and love them.
Hey, be sure to stop in to Alley and Ave, say hi, and browse their goods. They're located right off 2nd Avenue in downtown Anoka.
Okay, everybody, we are live in 2 minutes. Bring up the slate. Cameras, let me know when we're halfway through the intro, and we will roll.
The crew here at QCTV is dedicated to bringing you quality programming all year round. We couldn't be more proud of the activities that we cover and the employees that bring it to you.
I'm Ryan Mush-Pierce, and I am your production manager for QCTV. And I say I'm your production manager because we are here to serve our communities. Over the years, I've watched these kids grow up through the high schools. I've watched the communities grow. I've watched the businesses grow. And to be part of all that, it just means everything. All right, thank you, everybody. We're gonna fade to black, and I need an opening shot in camera 2. Fade to black in 3, 2, 1. Fade it. Bring up opener graphic. Bring up announcers. All right, guys, we're in it. Good job, good job, good intro. How long?
20 seconds.
Right along here on a Friday night. Side, otherwise packed in. They're going to
and we're out. Back to camera 1. All right, I need another close-up. Give me 3.
40 along the side.
33.
30 needs a block. 10, 5, touchdown.
Ready, fan cam. And go fan cam. One of the best parts of the job is covering the parades and the sports and all the events, broadcasting that out to the world, and then seeing a message from Grandma and Grandpa living down in Arizona saying, hey, QCTV, thanks for broadcasting this event so I can watch Johnny or Susie play their favorite sport. I always love those moments. It really makes the job worth it.
So the primary role of our full-time producers is to deliver timely and engaging video content in the communities we serve. Our mission is to provide consistent, cutting-edge video content that keeps residents informed about what's happening in their own backyard. In addition, QCTV creates more than 200 social media videos annually, along with vertical short-form content, live stream events, and regular government meeting coverage.
You'll see the QCTV truck and the crew always out there hard at work getting these events covered. We'll be battling the snow, we'll be battling the sun, all the elements, just to bring you the coverage.
I've been with QCTV for 17 years, and I continue to look forward to coming to work every single day. Each day brings new challenges and creative opportunities. Our team is made up of exceptionally talented producers, and I'm constantly inspired by the collaboration and passion they bring to their work. Over the years, I've seen our videos make a meaningful difference in the community, and that feeling never gets old.
Of course, none of this would be possible without you, our viewers. We sincerely appreciate you tuning in to see all the different programs we offer.
Chamber of Commerce inviting you to watch the January edition of the Chamber
today
Report
we're talking,
right here
of
on
course,
QCTV. We are going to wrap up.
Welcome to QCTV's Live and Local, the Andover edition, and we are here at the Warming House at
He takes it and it'll roll on a play, and the Huskies are going to take home a quarterfinal.
Absolutely.
Tournament win.
Couple little ones, I try to help out if I have.
Now giving out over $1.5 billion.
To honor and honor to walk, we post almost.
Again, we are committed to all the different stories, and it's your QCTV crew that brings it to you. Thank you.
If you love QCTV's programming and connecting with our communities, consider sponsoring one of our award-winning programs. Sponsorships are available for numerous programs, and perks are designed to showcase the sponsoring businesses across all of our platforms. Contact us today to find out how your business can support QCTV. Reach out to contactus@qctv.org for more details.
Hi there, I'm Cameron Kaitonen, City of Andover Natural Resources Technician. I'm here to talk about the Nature Preserve Commission, formerly known as the Open Space Advisory Commission, which is an advisory board to the City Council. This group is primarily tasked with management and maintenance decisions of the 4 nature preserves in the City of Andover. This group was originally formed in 2006 to help decide what properties to purchase after the approved $2 million bond referendum that same year. After that referendum went through, the group helped to decide on 4 preserves that were purchased. The group is also tasked with looking at potential funding options for potentially buying new land in the city. The group generally meets quarterly on the second Wednesday of the month at around 6 p.m. So beginning in November, December, we will be looking for new members to the group. There will be information in the November, December edition of the city newsletter, which will outline the application process and instructions for if you are interested in applying. So if you are interested in the outdoors, interested in being a part of the community and working along with the city of Andover, and also would like to meet new people, this might be a great opportunity for you.
Hi, I'm Jeff Johnson, the Executive Director at Can Do Canines, where we raise and train assistance dogs to transform people's lives. Our dogs fetch more than just toys. Trained with special skills, these dogs fetch freedom and independence and peace of mind for people with disabilities or at facilities that can benefit from the dogs. Our dogs choose from 6 different types of careers. They can help people who have mobility challenges, hearing loss or deafness, seizure disorders, type 1 diabetes, or childhood autism, or at facilities such as hospitals or community service providers. Since 1989, we've created over 900 mutually beneficial partnerships between these specially trained dogs and people. We place all of our dogs free of charge, thanks to generous supporters, and our mission is only possible due to the care and love that hundreds of volunteers offer by opening their homes to our dogs. Some of the people who help raise and train our dogs are inmates at prisons throughout Minnesota and Wisconsin that partner with us. Each dog stays for months at a time, sharing a cell with their inmate handler, who spends time developing some of the skills our dogs need for their future person. I invite you to check out our website, candocanines.org, for more information or to see when one of our upcoming open houses is happening. We and our amazing dogs hope to meet you soon.
In a world where physical health often takes the spotlight, it's easy to overlook an equally important aspect of our well-being, mental health. Yet despite its significance, mental health is often stigmatized, misunderstood, or simply neglected. From creating awareness to offering education and community wellness grants, to hosting our annual 5K walk for mental wellness, the Mental Wellness Campaign for Anoka County is creating a community where mental health is as important as physical health. Let's break the silence, erase the stigma, and prioritize mental health. Together, we can create a world where everyone feels supported, understood, and empowered to live their best lives. The Mental Wellness Campaign for Anoka County, your mental health matters.
A Saturday afternoon matinee game from the Andover Community Center. It has been electric. And the Huskies have a 3-0 lead in this Section 7 2A semifinal matchup, taking on the Duluth Northern Stars, and we have not been disappointed. Second period, it was a chance for another ring the bell. The hills and the post are alive here at the Andover Community Center, and another opportunity here from a call, but that time she was stymied. Postless that time, but more with a stick and a blocker for Hill. Action again. This one happened with 0.5 seconds left in this second period. The goal, a power play goal. 1 for 5 on the power play this afternoon. The goal by Curtis. Her 16th of the season. The assist goes to Schreifel. I'll tell you, it has been fast-paced and just a great display of talent here at the Andover Community Center in this semifinal, section semifinal matchup. And Duluth getting ready as they're set here. They have not, subsided their pressure. They have had a series of quality looks on breakaways And it's either been Hills or the post that have made the save, but the play and the technique by Hills, as you see her scraping the ice and getting ready, that technique she has really forces those shooters to come in with a great deal of accuracy and almost feel like they need to be perfect. And those pops off the post. The goalie's favorite friend. Here's a look. This was in the first. Off the crossbar. Whoa. Another run coming through. Another one off the far post. It did a little spin cycle right on top of the crease, and then you see him celebrate, but they call that with a hand pass. So coming right back in again. Another post by McCall. She has had some tough luck this afternoon. The second leading scorer on the team is top with goals. She has 22 goals this season, but none yet today. Not from the effort and the energy from trying. McCall off that faceoff. She was just ready to make her way down ice in full stride, but the Huskies win the draw here to open up this third period. Shots on goal. 23-22. Being raced, and she gets right around Clough. A big pad save. Turned away. What speed to get around Clough quickly that time. That was Bailey Theis back the other way. Gertis stops on a dime. Now near the dot, puts the shot, goes short side, and that's off the mark. Dale up controlling. Piper Andrews, good stick work. And now strong possession to shield off the defense. She wheels around and then fires a shot, forcing the save by Antila. I was about to say shots on goal, but there's plenty of them coming right now. We'll wait on that. Gertis puts another shot, and the Huskies on a mission here. They cannot hold the zone, and McCall explodes towards that puck, sees the open seam, but Schreifels will get there first and settle it. She'll move it along, holding the zone. Good keep that time by Duluth. The near point, low slot shot here over the top, a snipe. The rebound came out into that mid slot, and oh my, they couldn't put it away. It went over the top of the goal on that shot attempt. Moving it back, that was Johnson with that look. Reversing ice back to the corner. It's like they've never stopped. The cadence and the upbeat tempo from both of these teams being tested out there. Now trying to get by Olsen. She has it taken away on that turnover. And near the blue line, not out, disrupted. Now Larson has a chance. She moves in, trying to hold. Good job to keep at that far point by Fensky. Working along, sending near side. A skate in, trying to get around. Good stick work. Gets around Fensky, but coming back to help out that time was Haley. Gaining the line again, Shelby Larson. Picked up by Haley. Peyton Haley in that corner. Collisions occur. Finally digging it out is Duluth. Headman pass off the boards almost. Collects and Fensky takes it near the back of the net. Gets it to Clough. Clough moves it up ice. A little ballet move, a pirouette that time as McCall kind of whispered right by. McCall hanging near that blue line, and she has the puck now. Gains the line, works it around. Clough tries to move her somewhat off that puck. It wheels back by McCall, holding the zone. Here's Good. Good, steps it, tips at it. Now it's bumped back out to center ice. Under 14 to play, third period, 3-0 lead for the Huskies. McCall has a nice little tuck pass that time. Moves it ahead to Theis. Theis loses it in the corner. Getting there first, Andover rings it along the board. And now back behind, controlled. Back in, McCall peels it off the half wall. Sent back through neutral ice, giving chase and back there quickly. You see Darby Friday. Good, puts it off the board, and now here comes Andover. Andrews comes in, tries to tuck it short side. Great attempt, great save that time by Antala. She has been solid as well. You can see just these quick electric opportunities to score quickly emerge for both squads. 26-24. The shots on goal right now in favor of Andover. Face off the win by Cole. Cole wants it back, but the pass is behind. Huskies converge on that puck and try to hold the zone. They do for just a bit longer. Waiting to move it out. A pass obstructed there. Iceland Larson takes this to the corner. Works it back behind. Trying to keep it alive. Backing it off here. Now again. Quick passes to one another behind. Curtis that time centers in the slot, holding the zone. A look here. And finally able to clear was Duluth. Schreifels back with it. Sends it to the far side of the board and picking it up and moving in. Dorstead. Dorstead waits. Good stick work. Puts the shot on. Another save. Duluth getting at it. Here's a centering pass. No one home. Just coming onto the bench and off the bench is Clough to exchange D spots there for the blue line. Collision just inside the blue line. Clough goes down. And Larson there. Iceland trying to get it up. That was Tegan Olsen rather. Gloving it. Saving. Holding the zone. Keeping it. A little give and go. Back to Clough. Cannot convert. Olsen wrestles back at it. This one goes length of the ice, but McCall not far behind Fensky. They wave off the ice. McCall so much quick speed. Now tries to collect the puck in the corner, but now on the stick of Tegan Olsen. Sends it over to Clough. It goes off of her stick, and that's going to bring on an icing. And we have 11:39 remaining. Great activity here. Electricity. Face-off will come just to the left of Claire Hills. She and her friends I mean the Post, have been trying to hold this Duluth team in check. Peyton absorbs a little bump off the glass and continues away down deep. Andover trying to keep that pressure in to the Duluth end of the ice. A tip pass by McCall. It goes right onto the defense. Huskies skate in. Shelby Larson wants the drop pass, and trailing on the play is Clough. Clough sends it behind the net, giving chase Shelby Larson. She'll get at it. Now south of 11 to play. A shot, one-timer. Peyton there sets up her teammate, putting a shot on as she's falling to the ice. And that was Olivia Larson. Peyton Haley with that nice quick dime she tried. Could not convert, but a nice save by Antala again. Face off in the Huskies offensive end. Comes off the corner, couple of sticks lost. Gertis with the shot. Penalty's going to come up, and we're going to get a slash. A slash will go to it's going to be on Andover because there's a stick that was on the ice that was just picked up by Duluth. And there's 3 suspects waiting for the call for Andover. Swat in it. Yeah, there it is. That'll go against Andrews. Piper Andrews will pick that up. 0 for 3 on the power play today is Duluth. Andover 1 for 5. But some of the power plays have been abbreviated. 30 seconds and 20 seconds for a couple of them. McCall, when it good, it's pressured right up top in that blue line. Good pressure by Iceland. Larson there just stepping that time in, and she gets the puck back. Iceland Larson, a freshman. She has a goal, little toe drag. She was kind of triangulated at that time by 3 of the Duluth players. A carry-in, working it in and deep and through. That's Paulson. 10 and change left here in the third period. 1:15 on the skater advantage. Huskies get control in that corner and send it length to the ice. Patrolling right out in front is Wagner. Trying to set that tempo and losing the edge there. Good pressure by Wagner to get it. Nice job pickpocketing, lifting the stick of Good that time to get it, and the Huskies still taking time off. A hard bump on the back that time, no call by McCall. She applied that time to Aubrey Lynn. It gets out to center ice, finds its way through the neutral zone, and now sending it right back in again. Are the Huskies 30 seconds left on the skater advantage for Duluth. Their fourth power play opportunity. Stepping in front was Clough. Nice play to guide it back in. With 15 seconds remaining, the carry in. Nicely disrupted there by Gertis. Gertis comes up again. They send it back, length of the ice, and again, that will kill the penalty. Successful penalty kill, well done by the Huskies. 4 for 4 on the PK today. Poke checked away by Iceland Larson. Starting to go back towards the goal. Now, far side. It's Duluth sending it to the near corner. Schreifels is there. She'll send a backhand to that far corner, and here, coming out of them, stepping in, trying to get to that puck first is Gertis. Long stretch pass ahead, just miss on connecting, forcing the save and the wave at that point as Piper Andrews was looking for the pass. Just with that shot and the pass on goal, here it comes in. It waves off the ice and keeps the clock moving here with 8 minutes remaining. Third period. Skating in, looked for a shot, Iceland Larson. Now she takes it back to the half wall. Kick back through, and Tegan Olsen back to retrieve the puck for the Huskies. Turnover of the puck at neutral ice for Andover. Right now scrambling to kind of get the puck back up ice. Poke checked away nicely off the stick of Good that time by Tegan Olsen. Trying to hold the zone, unable to do so. Schreifels comes over to send it right back in, but Good is there to move it across the ice and then send the backhand to center ice. Huskies doing a great job with pressure here, not allowing this Duluth squad to get an early entrance into that across the blue line. Here's some speed. Cole. And Duluth whistled for the offside. 6:57 remaining, third period. What an afternoon in this matinee of girls high school hockey section. 7AA semifinal matchup. It's audio only for now, but shortly you'll be able to hear that voice matchup with some video here on QCTV. And chance now. Shelby has it, drops it, pass, beautiful setup. Now a backhand, swifts the backhand, unable to convert. Still the puck is alive, trying to stuff it by. Did it get by? It's jammed up someplace, and there's a pile up in the crease. Couple of the players exchanging a little glove work. Frustration on behalf there of Bailey Tice. A couple of players will get the sin bin. And a little skirmish right after that as Shelby Larson set that puck up so nicely. And that puck almost looked like it was in a curling exhibit there. Just standing put and cleared in the blue. As you can see, both teams wrestling after it, trying to get it. It's still alive right there. You can see an incoming from nowhere that time was Peyton Haley trying to get to that loose puck. And there you see some extracurricular activity after the play. And it's those two that will get coincidental minors, I'm sure. The coaching staff for this Duluth squad, the Duluth North Stars, Allie Randall, asking for some questions and clarity from the officials with 6:32 remaining. Electric and yet emerging is how I would define the play here in this third period. It continues at a high tempo pace. Right after the game, you'll be able to match up the audio with the video right after. Thanks, Ryan, for that update in my headset. As there's some State High School League sanctions as well, we cannot show it to you live during section play. So we will right after this game concludes, and right now it's 6 minutes away from concluding. A carry-in. Iceland Larson whistled for the offside as she had to extend that trip along that blue line as a defender was challenging her. 6:05. Winner advances to the section final to take on either the winner of Forest Lake, the number 1 seed, and the number 4 seed, Greenway Grand Rapids. That will take place Thursday, I believe at 7 p.m. Right now, the scheduled location is Blaine, as it has to be a neutral location. Good shot there. Glove save in and out that time for Claire Heels. Poaching it ahead, Tegan Olsen. This has been a battle since the puck drop in the first period. The 3-0 lead does not reflect the intensity and just how close it could be. 4 posts have been hit by Duluth this afternoon. Centimeters, or maybe 1/8 of an inch away from goals that could have been scored by Duluth to cut it at this deficit, if not take an early lead. They had one that was reversed. They called it a goal on a shorty attempt by McCall in that first period. But then they later agreed it was off of the crossbar, so no goal. A feed to Piper Andrews, a little bit too long. Under 5 now to play. McCall, again, behind the defense, has an opportunity. Stops, poke checked away nicely that time. Gertis on the poke check. But McCall again comes back out to the side, tries to put this between the post and the pad of Hills, and that's denied. Still the puck loose, and the clock continues to move in favor here for the Huskies. Schreifels has it from behind the net, leads it up. Hits it right on the stick of Gertis. Gertis stops, stalls, and brings it across the blue line. Has the support there, but some nice defensive play by Duluth. Picking it up is Piper Andrews, reaching it. Gertis cannot reach that puck off that initial bounce off of the stick of hers. But now Clough with a hard wrister sends this wide after the glove save. Moves it out. Here comes Good, far side for Duluth. Sends it through the crease. No one there to tip it in. Working back is Haley Martinson, who tried to keep that puck alive. And now at center ice, a stride across and sending it on goal was Andover. 3.5 left here, and back defensively. It's Alexo Dorstedt who sends it, and they'll call the ice, whistle the ice rather. 3:39 to play. Duluth North Stars, they are out of the Lake Superior Conference. They actually won that conference this year. Grand Rapids Greenway, they finished 3rd, and they are playing Forest Lake, I believe, as we speak. Last year, this Duluth squad was 11-10. This year, coming into this matchup, 17-7-2. Took home a 7-0 win against Duluth. Now, Tegan Olsen gets a nice pass and tangled up there and tied up just a bit by Duluth. She couldn't get that velo and the lift on that puck as the defense was draped all over her as she moved in. Hand pass is the call here. .316 remaining. Face off just to the left of Claire Hills. Slap shot there. Fluttered and is redirected back out to neutral ice. Duluth gathers it in, sends it behind the net. First on the call there is Schreifels. Near side, Shelby Larson in the corner. She's tied up, taken away, and moving it up ice, or at least attempting to move it up ice there. This is Duluth. Good is tangled up. She's bracketed by the defense of Larson and also Haley. Moving it up, and the Huskies challenging. They will not let an easy out. Trifles, lunges for it, but coming away is McCall. McCall on her way to Hamlin University next season for the senior. She has put it all on the ice here this afternoon. Working it back out, and now up ice it goes to Paulson, the captain from the blue line. Gets in, tries to work around, and takes a hit there. Shot from the near point by Good. Now getting it up. McCall wants to settle the puck. Cannot. It flatters and goes just to the right. Holding the zone. Nope, not able to hold the zone. It gets by the stick of Cole. 1:55 remaining in a 3-goal lead for the Huskies. Andrews gets there first. Good job by Piper. An empty net now in play. Extra attacker is on. They have no choice. Extra attacker here, and an open goal. Gertis goes at the shot, getting down to block it. Was Paulson. Great job there. Gertis put the shot on, kept it on the ice. Now she controls again. Gertis looks for the empty netter. Gets another look on the rebound. Trying to find a teammate. Just misses. Goes behind the net. Scrambling. Still the empty net in play with 1:20 to play. And Duluth having trouble moving it out of their end. Now it's off the Good. On the drop pass by McCall. McCall trying to get around, get to that rebound. The rebound, the puck is loose in the blue. Finally stacking it and securing it. And a little bit of extracurricular activity after that whistle. 1:08 remaining. Oh my, they've all put it on the ice here as Good finally pulling herself up. Good took that initial shot and then crashed the net. It came loose on a couple of occasions. You could see it loose. And then the Husky players circle around Claire Hills, who's been, again, outstanding with 1:08 to play. We got a timeout here taken by Duluth. 1:08 left. This could be one of those instant classics. You thought you might have heard chimes coming from the rink here in Andover, but it was 4 posts that have been hit this afternoon by Duluth. A few of those by McCall, who had gotten by and behind the defense on a series of occasions. But the Hills are alive, and that's right, Claire Hills. The eyes are alive. She comes into the goals against of 211 as a senior and a save percentage of .915. She has impressive numbers on her career, does the senior postseason. She's currently 10-3. As she tries to nudge that number up again here with 1:08 to go and advance her team, the Huskies, and head coach Melissa Volk to the section finals. Final chat with their head coach, Allie Randall. And they break the huddle now. You can see the crowd lined up around the glass behind that Husky goal. Taking the draw. Setting up here. Controlled behind in the corner. Again, goalie has been pulled. Empty net is in play and bringing it in offside. Could not control the puck that came out. Not from a lack of effort. Lucy Bell that time had to temper that puck, and finally by the time she did, it was just outside of that blue line. Face off. With 1:01 to go. And still also with the power play, so there's a 2-player advantage right now. I mentioned they did call a penalty on Iceland Larson when Good went to the ice. This one goes back length of the ice, so they get the goalie back on. I thought they would certainly keep her in the net. They need goals, and they need them in a hurry. Working out of there's Andrews, and she kicks it ahead, finally getting across center ice, and Fensky drives it to the corner. 30 seconds left. Having trouble getting out from the goal is Antila. This one's tipped, goes to the corner. Finally, Antila will head to the bench. Extra attacker on, a 2-player advantage right now for the Duluth Northern Stars. Is it too late? Just inside the blue line. A shot gets through and making the save with all kinds of traffic and distractions in front is Hills. Claire Hills continues her consistent high performance in postseason. Winning that faceoff. Duluth goes and almost sneaks that one in. 4 seconds left. And 3-2, and the Huskies are heading to the section finals. Section 7 2A finals. Hills celebrates her second consecutive shutout here in section play. She has not allowed a goal, and the Huskies take home a 3-0 win, and that was a tough one, as you can see. Huskies celebrate, and the Duluth Northern Stars a bit emotional as they embrace one another with the disappointment of a loss here to end the season, and in some cases this team's career as a high school player for Duluth. So they collect there. The Huskies, what an impressive outing here. 3-0 win. 2 goals in that period. There were just 6 seconds apart. Shots on goal ended up here on the afternoon at 33-27 for the game in favor of the Huskies. Looking up here at some of the broadcasts coming your way. Make a final note. You got girls basketball. The Rebels travel to Andover to take on the Huskies. That's on February 10th here on QCTV. Boys hockey. And gotcha. Boys hockey, Huskies versus the Tornadoes. Gotcha. The girls section. Ryan giving me that update. Thank you, Ryan. As I'm trying to look at my calendar on this as well for that Thursday date. I believe it is February 12th. And then girls basketball on the 17th. Blaine travels to Anoka. And then the boys section hockey begins as well on February 18th. February 18th. But hey, a pending schedule as they look at some changes coming on Thursday, because now the Andover girls hockey team has advanced to the section finals, and that will be on the QCTV schedule, and we'll get you updated on that as well throughout the week. What a thriller on a matinee display of hockey here at the Andover Community Center. A 3-0 win, a second consecutive shutout for Claire Hills. And you can see the bells were a-ringing here at the Ice Arena. And Andover takes home a 3-0 shutout and find themselves in the section finals on Thursday night. Thanks for joining us, Joe Rulin, the host staff, and the team at QCTV. It's been a marvelous performance. It's been electric. Thanks for joining us. Have yourself a major league afternoon at a minor league price.